here. This is Doggone RV'N, and my gosh, I'm wore out. Seems like I spent the afternoon here making videos that I erased because I can't publish them because the world today just can't handle the truth. So I've deleted them. Anyway, yeah, we're just sitting here out here in the desert waiting for RTR to start here soon, and then the big tent. And after I spend 2 days going to each one, the girls and I are getting the hell out of here. I've learned that I can't stand sitting in a place over 2 months. Like, I'm not a people person, you know. I can stand meeting people and talking to them, but more often than not, some of the people just let you know in the first 5 minutes, I don't think I want to be around here that long, you know. But that's just because it's really difficult to find people with a similar education that I have gotten in my life, similar exercises, similar experiences, I mean. And it's like talking to somebody that has no way to connect with you and your life experiences, your knowledge, your background. It's like you're talking to a child sometimes. It's that big of a difference. And anyway, yeah, it's finally cleared up. It's supposed to be sunny for the next several days, but cold in the 40s and possibly low 40s. But the sun makes all the difference in the world, I tell you. When you're from the Northwest, when you're used to having 6 months of grayness, clouds, drizzle, rain, windstorms, atmospheric rivers, tornadoes even, this down here is peaceful. So yeah, I was trying to put together a video for you guys that had about 3 or 4 different things going on separately. I was trying to blend them together. The dogs wanted out, so I opened the door and let them out, and I thought I still had them on their leashes. Sometimes I keep them on their leashes here, so I can open the door if they really got to go out right away and not have to mess with all the lines and stuff. And well, they went out, and I thought, okay, that's good. So then I sat down and was trying to rack my brain to make sense out of 4 different segments to put into one comprehensive video for you. And I just gave up. My mind was becoming scrambled eggs. And so I put it all away and say, shit, forget it. And then I got up, went outside, and I looked at the lines, and the lines didn't go out the door. There's no dogs out there laying down. And the lines were in a pile in here. I go, oh, shit. The dogs are loose, roaming the goddamn desert. I don't even know how long they've been out there. So I got my whistle and ran out there and was blowing the whistle, calling their names. And I was looking around. You couldn't see them anywhere. And you could see everything out here. And then all of a sudden I heard their bells going, because they got cowbells on them. And I saw Ember way over there coming across the desert towards me. And then behind me I heard Spirit come up behind me. Man, they came up here and their tongue was like dragging on the sand, because they've been out there racing all over, chasing who knows what. And they came back here and they just drank, and then they just collapsed in the sand out here by the RV. So I hooked them up right away, and they were just... I am so lucky. My dogs have always come back to me when I've got brain farts, and they just were free and left They could have gone anywhere to anybody out here. But they always have come back to me. Thank God for that. Yeah. Boy, I tell you, that doesn't tear your heart out thinking that you've lost your kids that you raised from pups, and the time and money and effort you've put into giving them the best life you could and training them how to be safe and what to look out for and as if they were human. Of course, a lot of people nowadays don't even give their children that kind of a consideration. They're just little income machines for some people. But yeah, they came back. They're doing fine. And so after I calmed down, I made myself a screwdriver. I think there's 2/3 vodka and 1/3 orange juice in here. Whatever I got to mix, it's working. But yeah, we're hanging out here for a couple more days to go to the RTR. I want to go there 2 days. And then when the big tent opens, I want to go through that 2 different days. And then I think we're going to get the hell out of here. I still don't know if we're going to go east or south. It looks more like we're going to go south down to Yuma for a couple days again. And figure out what we're going to do from there. We were down there earlier. Went down to Yuma to get some businesses taken care of. Then we went to Pilot Knob LTVA down there, which was hardly anybody. I mean, hardly anybody. I think there's maybe 12 people down there in that huge LTVA right across the border into California. And then we went to Metree Lakes, which I've always gone to when I was down there. And this time, what an God. Compared to what it looked like 2 years ago, it looks like shit now. People are camping, doing anything they damn well please down there. And you used to be signs saying you can't park right on the edge of the lake here or there, or you can't block access to the fishing pier, or just common sense, like you don't park your fifth wheeler up right next to the only outhouse bathrooms in the whole area, just because maybe you got a really good view of the lake from up there, but your piece of shit fifth wheeler takes up the entire parking lot for the bathrooms up there. It's like people don't give a damn about anything or anyone anymore. It's pathetic. And then there's people down there, of course, that have carved out of the dense brush their own little alcove. And they live down there now. And of course, all the garbage and all the filth that people bring with them are attracting even more flies and more, sicknesses, I guess. The place down there, the lake fills up, and then it overflows its banks, and then it just becomes mushy, like spongy, and then it dries really slow, and it leaves this film of some kind of like salt material or something on it, and it attracts brine flies. And if you don't know what a brine fly is, you haven't been up in the Puget Sound area on the Pacific coast or anything like that, where these brine flies are almost microscopic, but in masses, it's like a cloud moving. And they are worse than mosquitoes because they are so thick and dense. And people are down there camping in those areas. And there used to be signs that say no camping on the beach, or there's really no beach, just shoreline. but everybody takes up the shoreline so nobody else can get there and use that area to fish. It's like so insensitive, so self-centered, it's pathetic. So I went to some of the areas that I knew of, that I found earlier, that now they've made freeways basically through the marshes, and they go out this way, they go this way. They're like veins throughout the area. And I was going to stay the night there, but it's gotten so bad, so overcrowded. Things have been destroyed and damaged and ruined. I said, hell with this. I'm leaving. I'm going to go back up to Quartzsite. Even that place is better than this. So, yeah, we did that. So now we're up here waiting again to go to the RTR in the big tent to see how many people are going to show up to that. Because this place is like, you can look out in one area and think you're the only one here. And this is a huge area. Of course, I go down to South Hill, or not South Hill, South LTVA South, and that's where everybody's at. That's where they circle their wagons, have their big bonfires, their big blowouts, and everything like that. And the traffic's going boom, boom, boom. You know, people on bicycles pulling their poop canisters behind them, and just a huge cross section of society. So you come up here and it's like night and day. So anyway, yeah, I need another calming drink. It's almost time to add a little more orange juice, I think. But yeah, jeez. Let's see here. I've been thinking, do I want to do this every year like I thought? You know, an annual thing in retirement, being a snowbird. And I'm thinking, as much as I hate being up in the Pacific Northwest during 6 months of shitty weather, I might just have to do this every other year, because I got to take care of the little shack I got up there. Because if I leave it alone for winters, one after another, it's just going to rot and fall apart on me. And I'll go home in the spring and it'll be on the ground. So, I guess until I decide to sell the damn thing and move to a red state that's not a communist blue state, then I better take better care of it. So, let's see. Yeah, I want to make this time down here the best I can without spending a hell of a lot of money. Now, I can get by on quite a little, you know. I've had years where I would go to a McDonald's and get grab a handful of those little ketchup packets and then a handful of the crackers, take them home, put the ketchup, squeeze it out into a little small saucepan of about 2 cups, and then add maybe a cup of water, heat it up, and have tomato soup. Then I'd have those little packages of 2 crackers each, crack them up, put them in my soup. And that was my dinner. So if you don't know how to live cheap, you don't know how to live. So, yeah, that's about it. I know this probably bores a lot of you people to death. I look at this thing, it says it's been over 14 minutes already of me talking. But that's because this is a realistic, grounded YouTube channel. I'm not pushing smoke up your ass. I'm letting you know this is reality today in the world, you know. And it's like somebody from another time and place caught in a primitive time period of the world. That's sort of like what I feel compared to what I grew up in, the kind of people I grew up around, compared to the kind of people I find me in at this age. It's like they turned everything upside down. It's nuts. So, yeah, is there anything else I want to say? Oh, yeah. I still am going to make some kind of a video of my cab area. And hopefully I can clear my mind out and snap out of this place I find myself in now. It's because I've been watching too much stupid TV, you know. You got the media that does nothing but lie to you and show you everything to support their communist side of their ideology. And if you watch too much of that, yeah, it's going to frick up your mind, you know? Because there's nothing else that's straightening your brain out. But I'll tell you, there's one channel on the YouTube that if you're not a damn communist or a socialist, you should watch. Because it'll open your eyes to truth, reality, and the way things ought to be. And that is Turley Talks on YouTube. This guy is one of the most intelligent, educated, common sense people there are. And I followed him for quite a few years, and what he said has come true, as if he was seeing it as it was happening. So, whatever your education level is, whatever you think it is, I would suggest, if you can accept reality, if you can accept truth, if you can accept the fact that maybe you ain't so damn smart, watch Turley Talks on YouTube. Follow him for a couple of times, and you'll find out that what he says and how he backs it up is solid as granite. Okay, so I think that's it. I applaud you if you've watched this video all the way to the end. I feel sorry for you if you got pissed off at any point, because you definitely did not understand it. And hopefully those of you that have watched me all this time up to this video understand where I'm coming from, because maybe you're in a similar age group as me. Maybe you've had similar educational expectations, or been taught well as a youth in the same way I was taught. But we got to stand together. We got to squash the communist Democrats that are doing everything, I mean everything and anything, to hold on to their dictatorship they're so used to, and all the money they've been stealing from us under the table and lying to us to our face. That has got to stop. We've got to grow some balls. We've got to grow some respect for ourselves and not let these self-righteous American Democrat Communist Party run this nation anymore. So, whether that just killed everybody on my channel, I'm sorry. But I live in a world of truth. So, I appreciate all of you guys that have watched me for a long time. I appreciate you guys that have taken time out of your lives to even give any feedback of any type. It's all been good. I haven't had any lowbrow, dumbass, vile people. So that tells me that the people that are watching my channels are educated, well-mannered, and sensible. And I thank God for that. So, no matter what, I'm going to work on my next video. And the next video absolutely will be about the upgrades to the cab area of this itty-bitty 19-foot long, as far as I can reach, left to right, RV. And you don't have to buy no damn $180,000 push-button RV to be happy. That's just insanity. Buy a well-built, solid RV that you can afford, and then build it from there up to what you want for your RV lifestyle. That is common sense. You don't need all this high-tech crap, because if anything goes wrong, unless you're electronics profession, it's going to cost you a hell of a money to get the damn thing fixed. So it's all common sense. All common sense. Okay, the girls are the girls are been sleeping through this whole bullshit, and it's almost dinner time for them. It's still windy out there. I've been listening to the sand fly off the body of the RV, and the mountain range over here disappeared once for a while in the clouds and the dust. Now it's coming back where I can actually see it. So they say it's going to get really frickin' cold tonight or tomorrow before it gets back up to, whatever they call warm in the desert. So anyway, I'm going to finish my little screwdriver here. And I hope that the people that have watched my videos in the past understand where I'm coming from today. And looking at the world around them, understand where I'm coming from too. Because if you're 70 or older, you know where I'm coming from. You know how I was raised, the world, the America I was raised in. And maybe you feel the same way I do. I grew up proud of this world, proud of this nation. I was proud to say the Pledge Allegiance of America. I was proud to serve this nation in the submarine service. I was a storekeeper on my nuclear sub. I was important. Well, I was responsible for a complete 3-month, 90-day supply of every type of repair part that made that submarine live. And that's microchips for the weapon system to plumbing for the nuclear reactor, whatever it was. My job was to make sure that sub had every single thing it needed in case anything on that sub that kept it functioning and alive broke. I had what needed right away. And if that broke and we had to replace it, I was able to send an order to the next base that we need this ASAP as soon as we got to the port. And it was my job to go through that entire sub, nose to end, top to bottom, to find any place. I mean any place in between all of the exposed pipes and tubes and hoses and lines and cables to build and have installed more supply areas that were secured, locked, and everything. That was my kingdom. I was in charge. I had the keys to the kingdom. And every department on that sub that had to repair anything on the sub had to come to me to get the repair parts. So I just shake my head at the way things are done today. It's like nobody gives a damn. Nobody keeps records. Nobody tells the truth. Nobody... It's like... Well, you probably know what it's like. It's pathetic as hell. Boy. Okay, well... I better say hello, goodbye, and see you later. And I'll just have to watch what this results in. So anyway, hopefully this will help me sleep really good finally tonight. So to all of you out there that still understand me, still know where I'm coming from, still support me, thank God for you people. We need more of you common sense, logically thinking, well-educated, well-up-brung people. It scares the shit out of me, seeing what's going on now. Thank you very much. Goodbye.